अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू। उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे और अपनी स्टडीज़ पर तवज्जो दे रहे होंगे, अपनी लर्निंग को इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश कर रहे होंगे। आजकल हम 9th एंड 10th के पोएम्स की समरीज पढ़ रहे हैं। ये हमारी आज की सेकंड है 10th की सेकंड समरी, यूनिट 5 की द रेन, समरी ऑफ द रेन। याद रखें बेटे, इसके अलावा भी मेरे और चैनल्स हैं, इसको भी सब्सक्राइब करें। दूसरे चैनल्स का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन के साथ जो वी का निशान है उसमें उनका लिंक दिया हुआ है, उनको भी देखें और सब्सक्राइब करें। थैंक यू। द रेन, बारिश। W.H. Davies. W.H. Davies is an English poet who was born in 1871. W.H. Davies एक अंग्रेज शायर है जो 1871 में पैदा हुआ। He left school at a young period. अपने बचपन में ही उसने स्कूल छोड़ दिया। एंड lived for a number of years as a peddler and a beggar in USA. एक सप्लायर की हैसियत से और एक गदागर की हैसियत से, फकीर की हैसियत से उसने यूएसए में जिंदगी गुजारी कुछ साल। His first effort of the poetry, The Soul's Destroyer, रूह को तोड़ देने वाली, was printed at his own expense in 1905. उसके अपने खर्चे पर जो 1905 में उसकी पहली जो है नज़म शाये हुई। नेचर एंड द हार्डशिप्स ऑफ द पुअर आर हिज फेवरेट थीम्स। फितरत और कुदरत और गरीबों की मुश्किलात उसका पसंदीदा मौज़ूआत हैं, उसके पसंदीदा मौज़ूआत हैं। दिस पोएम आल्सो एक्सप्रेसेस हिज क्लियर एंड lovely views about nature and social discrimination. This social discrimination से मुराद है तासुब, इम्तियाज बरतना। He very beautifully describes the natural phenomena of rain. वो बारिश को बयान करता है कुदरती अंदाज की खूबसूरत मंजर को। As it is rightly said, जैसा कि कहा जाता है, the best thing one can do is when it is raining, let it rain. कहता है कि जब कोई शख्स बेहतरीन काम यही कर सकता है कि जब बारिश हो रही हो उसे होने दें। He says that he hears the raindrops falling on the leaves of trees. वो कहता है कि वो बारिश के कतरों को दरख्तों के पत्तों पर गिरते हुए सुनता है। He feels as if leaves are drinking raindrops. वो महसूस करता है कि जैसे पत्ते जो है पानी, बारिश के पानी को पी रहे हैं। The rich leaves which are on top are giving these drops one by one to the poor leaves beneath. ऊपर वाले अमीर पत्ते जो हैं, खुश नसीब पत्ते, वो नीचे वाले गरीब पत्तों को, बेचारे पत्तों को एक कतरा कतरा करके पानी दे रहे हैं। As it is said, some people walk in the rain, others just get wet. कुछ लोग तो बारिश में चलना फिरना पसंद करते हैं, लेकिन कुछ सिर्फ भीग जाते हैं और वो कहते हैं कि हम भीग गए हैं। But I always like walking in the rain so that no one can see me crying. लेकिन मैं हमेशा बारिश में चलना पसंद करता हूँ ताकि लोग मेरे दुखों को, तकलीफों को ना देख सकें और मुझे रोता हुआ ना देख सकें। The top thick leaves symbolize rich people upon whom the blessings of Allah pour down like shower. ऊपर वाले खुश नसीब पत्ते अमीरों की नुमाइंदगी करते हैं जिन पर अल्लाह ताला की अनायात बहुत ज़्यादा होती हैं। But these rich people prove to be uncharitable, unkind, as they give charity to the, लेकिन ये अमीर लोग बहुत ही नाबेहरबान साबित होते हैं। वो खैरात थोड़ा थोड़ा करके देते हैं, बट इन लिटिल अमाउंट, थोड़ी थोड़ी, like the rich leaves that pass on the raindrop after drop, on the leaves that pass on the raindrops, again the thick leaves of the rich, which produce a sweet and soft music. The poet feels exalted hearing this melodious sound. As it is said, a rainy day is the perfect time for a walk in the woods. After the rain ceases, बारिश stops लिख सकते हैं आप, कि the sun comes out of the dark clouds with the silvery lining. It shines very bright. It imparts radiance, यानी कि शुआएं पैदा करता है, to every dark thing. So someone has rightly said, don't pray when it rains if you don't pray when the sun shines. जब बारिश होती है तो दुआ मत करो कि वो रुक जाए, क्योंकि जब सूरज निकला होता है, चमक रहा होता है, तो तुम नहीं दुआ करते कि वो रुक जाए। इसके बाद है हमारी नेक्स्ट summary for brilliant students. W.H. Davis is an English poet who was born in 1871. He left school at a young period and lived for a number of years as a peddler and a beggar in USA. His first effort of poetry, The Soul's Destroyer, was printed at his own expense in 1905. Davis was a prolific creative poet. Nature and hardships of the poor are his favorite themes. This poem also expresses his clear and lovely views about nature and social discrimination. He very beautifully describes the natural phenomena of rain. As it is rightly said, the best thing one can do is when it is raining, let it rain. He says that he hears the raindrops falling on the leaves of trees. He feels that if leaves are drinking raindrops, rich leaves which are on top are giving these drops one by one to the poor leaves beneath. As it is said, some people walk in the rain, others just get wet, but I always like walking in the rain so that no one can see me crying. The top thick leaves symbolize rich people upon whom the blessings of Allah Almighty pour down like shower. But these rich people prove to be very uncharitable. They give alms to the poor, but in the little amount, just like the rich leaves that pass on the rain water, drop after drop, to the leaves that pass on their rain drops against the thick leaves of the trees, which produce a sweet and so music. The poet feels exalted. Exalted होता है बुलंदी महसूस करना. Hearing यानी कि वो खुश नसीबी महसूस करते हैं. Hearing this melodious sound, ये मशहूर कुन आवाज. A rainy day is the perfect time for a walk in the woods. After the rain stops, ceases भी लिख सकते हैं, stops भी लिख. The sun comes out of the dark clouds with silvery lining. It shines very bright. It imparts radiance to every dark thing. As someone has wisely said, rightly said, don't pray when it rains if you don't pray when the sun shines. The drops of the rain looks fresh, bright and lovely in the bright sunshine. It refreshes the whole surroundings as the benevolent sun shines equally upon all its. It is also a symbolic of life, glory and validity, strength. The poem is a superb, shandar expression of spiritual joy and social discrimination. The Rain is a very beautiful short poem. In this poem, the poet gives us a serious message in a few words. It is a short criticism that gives us discrimination between rich and the poor. Between the rich and the poor. The poet says that rich people are getting all of things they need and they pass unwanted things to the poor when their appetite, hunger, bhook has been fulfilled. Give a small amount offer to the poor. The poet is of the hope that there would be equality in the society, just like sunshine which spreads all over the world, giving to shine everyone, even to a dark round drop of rain, hidden under a thick and rich green leaves. If I were rain that joins the sky and earth that otherwise never touch, could I join two hearts as well? Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Subscribe my AG Ahmad educational channel.